West, ain't one West, ain't one West. Nigga walk past, ain't had that one West juice step. Ain't one West, ain't one West, ain't one West, ain't one West. Nigga gave me dap and the dap was weak, we ain't like that. Ain't one West, ain't one West, ain't one West, ain't one West. He wanted to leave the crib cause he walked in and I was cleaning my tap. Ain't one West, ain't one West, ain't one West, ain't one West. They got live at camp and he folded quick, he ain't one rank. He ain't one West, he a straight fraud, he just spying out. At a dance recital with the leggings on, said he trying out. He know how we rock, he know how we roll, he just aficionado. He don't put in no work, but I hear him coming when we popping them bottles. I ain't feeling that, get your ceiling cracked, I'm too real for that, you gotta be thorough. Claim me bout it, but he never with it. But guy go on, look, that nigga just shit it. If I want that block, I send my niggas get it. Scope the area and send me your image. Pass the flyers out, cause this ain't a gimmick. She bad and she loyal, I have to rip it. Rip, I was a crook of punches, get the flying, now your tongue sticking, but without the ribbon. Remember seeing pigeons, yeah, we broke it down, but we didn't whip it. Now this shit is different, sticks and rulers couldn't measure how we live. Remember long nights posted in the kitchen, I was frustrated about how we living. Felt my hand was forced, had to make this shit. We don't wear purple, we don't sell drugs, we don't like crackers. Over strong, they don't get along, so they don't dap us. And that's cool with me, cause according to us, you did truancy. Like a straight fool, fell in love with demons and you left the school, so I'ma eat your food. Ain't one West, ain't one West, ain't one West, ain't one West. Nigga walk past, ain't had that one West juice step. Ain't one West, ain't one West, ain't one West, ain't one West. Nigga gave me dap and the dap was weak, we ain't like that. Ain't one West, ain't one West, ain't one West, ain't one West. He wanted to leave the crib cause he walked in and I was cleaning my tap. Ain't one West, ain't one West, ain't one West, ain't one West. They got live at camp and he folded quick, he ain't one rank. I'm a straight goon, I'm a straight savage, I'ma let him have it. Nigga shut your mouth, this is not Christian rap. Glocks 940s, I be into that. Debating who real, I'ma put an end to that. I shoot BK, real one West. Roll up the camp and be beating my chest. Feeling in the spirit, about to blazing shit. Pop on fire like I have some Cajun shit. T-shirts at the table for our agents in. Hurry up and buy on some Asian shit, pause that. Everybody know Christ black. 2017, you can't fight that. Kill a right hook, they think Mike back. Kill a crossover, Mike back. King of pop, Mike back. Where mommy and poppy at? Someone sooner familiar. Hey yo, watch that nigga. Yeah, he ain't familiar, I'm a big man. We do big things in a big room with the big balls. I don't jump for shit, I ain't crisscross. I'm a raptor priest, it's the 6th law. I just left Philly, what it's hitting for? About to go out to Boston, just to find something chocolate with the thick thighs and the soft eyes. He ain't one West, I don't know the guy. I come in the paint, get him posterized, and my jacket stamp, bitch, I'm notarized. He ain't one West, I don't know the guy. Ain't one West, ain't one West, ain't one West, ain't one West. Nigga walk past, ain't had that one West juice step. Ain't one West, ain't one West, ain't one West, ain't one West. Nigga gave me dap and the dap was weak, we ain't like that. Ain't one West, ain't one West, ain't one West, ain't one West. He wanted to leave the crib cause he walked in and I was cleaning my tap. Ain't one West, ain't one West, ain't one West, ain't one West. They got live at camp and he folded quick, he ain't one rank, he ain't one rank.
The sheep is hiding, that camp they crying, our people be siding. The earth colliding, bullets be flying, Israel dying, mothers be crying, the white man be lying. With all the billions in the world, as we aim for the sky. The white man is the devil, want a piece of the pie. On your knees praying, asking the high power why the BHN is always getting devoured. Cause he conditioned your mind to being a coward and talk like a Christian, shout like a Christian. Everybody Muslim and want to be Christian. Fact is, tune in and listen. I should be K classes, teaching our masses with the scriptures. There is no contradiction. Fake camps, there is no competition. You can't love Esau and teach the scriptures. So just what?
I wish that every single one of these motherfucking crackers would. For thy violence against Jacob, your perpetual hatred, you gotta. Esau's gotta burn, as it says in the word, you gotta. houses that a nigga can't afford to live in. No one contemplating robbing a bank, or what'll happen if I put my boss up with the shank. Because I'm talking to me crazy, straight abusing his rank. And the satisfaction ain't worth catching a case. And I gotta do this shit here for my son's sake. But it's hard in this world when you're surrounded by snakes. If they was gone, my father probably would have been in my life. My nigga Mike wouldn't have lost 30 years of his life. My nigga Jylon would probably be rocking a mic. Instead of me wishing I could bring her back while I write. No more brothers that's whipping up in the kitchen. No more daughters stripping or even selling the kitten. No more pigs planting evidence for phony convictions. We could enjoy this whole planet, every black and Hispanic, if they just. I wish that every single one of these motherfucking crackers would. For our violence against Jacob, your perpetual hatred, you gotta. Esau's gotta burn, as it says in the word, you gotta. Just vanish.
Yo, suck my dick, kiss smash, you can't hold me, nigga. I'm a priest, you catching bullets, so who holy, nigga? All 2018, I'm disowning niggas. Don't feel bad for them, nah, that's what I'm on, niggas. Niggas think it's about flowing, rhyming words. With my words rhyming, this wolf can flow backwards. You're the white man, the devil, and the Jews is black, etc., etc. The average nigga saying that will never pull the lever when it's necessary. North nigga, legendary, ill town, breaded heavy. I'm a beast and a savage, you can't tame or train it, it's hereditary. Pops is one, so son is one. I got the gun, it got a drum. Hey yo, who you gon' call if I pull a straight 5 siete and leave your noodles opposed to al dente? Braise your taco meat cause you ain't like it crunchy. Yeah, the crackers should vanish, but if you acting like them, you could vanish with them. Treat your back like a wall and commit vandalism. I had to hand it to him once he stopped fucking with the crackers. Now I won't reject them when he
I wish
dies.
that every single one of these motherfucking crackers would. For our violence against Jacob, your perpetual hatred, you gotta. Esau's gotta burn, as it says in the word, you gotta. Just vanish.
All right. Clap it up. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. We are not affiliated with any other fake Israelite group, Christian church, Muslim mosque, any religious institution. We stand alone. And what we've been teaching since 1969 is so-called blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians are the 12 lost tribes of the children of Israel. I'm Precinct Officer Shabaya Allah, holding down tonight's Wednesday night law class, solo dolo. You know what I mean? We're going to get it done. We're going to go into the book of Deuteronomy and break down how this shows you the characteristics of the Israelites and how they would be today since then. So we basically showing black people, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians, we teaching you how you got in the position that you in today. And it was prophesied by the Most High that we was going to live in these terrible, hellish conditions. For those who don't know, heaven and hell is right here on earth. And we've been living in hell. So that makes our enemies live in what? In the opposite of hell, in heaven. Okay? But I'm going to show you the conditions, the blessings and the curses, you know what I mean, that obtain to blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians. Because if you don't know, God blessed us with a whole lot of ability. A whole lot of ability to dance, rap, sing, cook, just swag and be the salt of the earth, give the earth a lot of flavor, right? But he also gave us curses, man, for our disobedience. And just like a good parent, you should punish your kids for being disobedient. God is just a good father, man. You know what I mean? And he just wants us to obey him. So the topic of my class today is God said he will bless niggas if we listen and punish niggas if we don't listen. You know what I mean? So we're going to go into the book of Deuteronomy. We're going to read the whole entire chapter of Deuteronomy 28. And I'm going to show you the first half of class. I'm going to show you what God promised us as blessings. And then the second half of class, I'm going to show you why we're in the conditions living under the curses. But I'm going into the Bible, okay? Something that the Christian church never do. They never teach the scriptures. They never go to the Bible, man. And that's what we teach. We teach the Bible, man. But not only that, like, what's the use of teaching the Bible if you can't show who the people are in the Bible? or why we're in the conditions we in, or what the place we supposed to be in, as far as rulership or owning things, owning the earth, running the earth. Instead of being the first fired and the last hired, we should be running the earth as God's chosen people. If you Black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian, you descend from the 12 lost tribes of the children of Israel, meaning you're an Israelite. This is not a religion. You know what I mean? This is none of that. This is who you are. This is your ethnicity. This is your race. This is your nationality. We've been lied to. The white man named us Black and Hispanic and Latino and Native Indian. Well, according to God, he named us the children of Israel, man. You know what I mean? So we're going to get right into it. Hold on, let me make sure I got everything set up correctly. All right. So we're going to get right into it. Now, anytime you read in the Bible, of course, you got to be taught the Bible. You know what I mean? You can't just go ahead and read the Bible like it's some novel. You got to be taught it by people who are certified and have the authority to teach this Bible, which is the priests and prophets. And all, if you're not Black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian man, he ain't got no business teaching this Bible anyway. You ain't got no business learning the Bible from no African or no white man or no Chinese or no Arab man or somebody from India. You know what I mean? They can't teach you these scriptures. It got to be a nigga. God is a nigga. He's Black. That word nigga just means Black. His son Christ is a nigga. He's Black. And he want niggas to teach these scriptures, man. So first, we're going to go in the Bible and we're going to get some context on who the entire book of Deuteronomy is talking to, all right? And then you're going to find out from Genesis to Revelations, it's talking to the same people it's talking to in Deuteronomy, the Israelites. So I'm going to go ahead and prove that first and foremost so we can get context on who it's talking to. Remember, at the beginning of the class, I explained to everybody that so-called Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians are the Israelites. That's our nationality. So let's go into the book, the Bible, and see Black people's place in the earth or place in the Bible. All right. So we're gonna go to Deuteronomy 27:1 first. All right. So this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27, verse 1. And Moses with the children, Salakia. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27, verse 1. And Moses with the elders of Israel commanding the people, saying, keep all the commandments which I command you this day. So we know it's Moses. God commanded Moses to speak to the children of Israel. Let me say it again. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27, verse 1. And Moses with the elders of Israel commanded the people, saying, keep the commandments which I command thee this day. So Moses is a Black man from the tribe of Levi. That's where you get the book of Leviticus in the Bible from. The Levitical priests wrote the book of Leviticus. The Levitical priests, they was from the tribe of Levi. It's 12 tribes. Today, the Levites are Haitians. Christ is a Black man from the tribe of Judah. Today, Christ will be considered a Negro or African American. Everybody in this Bible was Black, man. So you got a Black God speaking and commanding Moses to command the elders of Israel, meaning the priests, you know what I mean? The elders of Israel, you know what I mean? And the older generation of Israel to command the people. So that was our leaders supposed to commanded us to keep God's commandments off top. Now you notice it said command the children of Israel. It didn't say command white people. It didn't say command Africans. It didn't say command Hawaiians. It said the children of Israel. So I only brought that scripture out right there to give you context on the blessings and the curses that I'm about to read about and how these curses absolutely fits Black people, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians, and nobody else. It fits us like a glove. Matter of fact, we are the Israelites. They lied to us about our identity and who we are. So now we're going to skip over to chapter 28, all right? Let's go to chapter 28, right? So now we're going to begin with the blessings, and then we're going to go into the curses, all right? So I'm going to give y'all time to go get there. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, and we're going to start at verse 1, all right? Now, I gave you context on who is talking to already, you know what I mean? So make sure, you know what I mean, you get the context so you can understand, all right? You got any questions, just type it into the chat. Let me make sure everybody can hear me. Hey, Shalom. Yahweh Shamal Athaba Shem Yahweh Shah. What's going on, sis? How you doing? All right. If you got any questions or comments, type it into the chat. All right. So today's topic is God said he would bless niggas if we listen and curse niggas if we don't. So we're going to go into the book of Deuteronomy, man. And we're just going to break down the whole chapter. The first half of the class, I'm going to show you the blessings that the nigger God promised to blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians, and the curses that we live into this very day because we didn't listen to them. All right? So we're going to go into it right now. Hey, what's going on? Gabar, Shalom, Lord Christ. Make sure y'all share the class, like the class, all right? Topic of the class, God told niggas to listen. He would bless us. And if we don't listen, he was going to curse our black ass. Okay? So let's get into it right now. We're in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. You see that? God said, if we listen to Moses, teach us them laws, statutes, and commandments, and we keep them, and we do them, he'll put us above all the other races on the planet, man. When he say above all the other nations, he's talking about just all the other races. Instead of white people being over black people, I'm going to make black people be number one race on the planet. You'll be above all them. They'll be paying taxes to you. You'll be the number one superpower if we listen to him. You understand? He said he'll put us above. He say, put thee on high above all the nations of the earth. Now notice, he said he'll put us on high above all the other nations. He did not say get high more than the other races. That's our problem. We out here getting high as hell. Number one, we out here getting high on that bullshit called Christianity. Number two would be your weed and your cigarettes and vapes and all that. You understand? We got to get all that doctrine out of our minds, man, and become sober. You know what I mean? It's not saying you can't have a drink, but you cannot be smoking. You can't get high, okay? But listen, God promising us that he would put us above all the other races on the planet. Now, I know your Christian pastor ain't never taught you the Bible like this. It's because he don't know the damn Bible. He a money-grubbing, pinky-wearing piece of garbage. That's what he is. Let me keep reading. Verse 2. And all these blessings shall come upon thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. You see that? All these blessings that God promised us was supposed to be ours, man. All the continents supposed to be ours, man. You understand? The whole entire earth and everything in it is supposed to be ran by niggas. But because we didn't listen to them, we're not running the earth right now. And we're going to get into that a little bit later. Let's get into these blessings first, all right? Hey, the sister said, feeling good like a she-brew should. I heard that, sis. I like that right there. I say, shalom, sis. She say, feeling good like a she-brew should. She threw a little remix to the Hebrew. Okay. Big up to you. I see you, sis. All right. I'm talking to a sister in the chat, of course. Y'all got any comments or questions? You got a discrepancy of anything we saying or teaching? Type it into the chat. All right. So we're going to go to verse 3. Blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field. God was going to bless us in the city and make sure that we ran these metropolises, these big cities, man. Niggas ran the city ran by niggas. That's God promising us, blessed shall we be in the city. And then he say, blessed shall we be in the field. This is how you know we're not blessed in the city and the field, because we getting killed in the city and we done been slaves. Did y'all forget they used to call us field niggas? This is how you know we're not blessed right now, man. But God promised us he would give us blessings if we just hearken diligently unto his voice, if we listen to him, if we kept his commandments, man. But niggas is hard-headed. We don't want to keep the Lord's commandments, man. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of the Lord kicking my ass. I want to rule this earth. I don't want to be ruled by no damn white people, man. Let me keep reading some more of these questions. Some more of these blessings. Makawa, what's going on, my nigga? That's a precinct officer Makawa in the chat. What's going on, my nigga? He said, keep bringing it out. All right, we're going to keep going then. Verse 4. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body. That's talking about your children. You know, black people, we call our children our seeds. You know what I mean? That's why niggas that sell dope, what they say? I got to feed my seed. You know what I mean? The fruit of your body is your children. God say your children is going to be blessed if you keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, man. If you black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian, right now, we not blessed. Our children ain't blessed, man. Our children being born into the world into a single parent household, man. You understand? Let me keep reading the blessings though. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kin, and the flocks of thy sheep. It's talking about, that's saying the fruit of your ground gonna be blessed. This is how you know we not blessed in 2025. I'm gonna tell you why. We're not even in our homeland no more. How the hell is you blessed? And everybody love to say when you speak to them, what's going on? How you doing? All blessed and highly favored. How the hell you blessed and highly favored when you ain't even in your homeland, man? You don't even know your natural language that we used to speak called Hebrew. How the hell is you blessed and highly favored when black people out here is on crack and drugs and fentanyl and weed and addicted to smoking weed, marijuana, chronic? You know what I mean? How is you blessed and highly favored, man? We not in our homeland. Black people don't even know that Jerusalem is our homeland, man. Black people think Africa is our homeland. Africa is not our homeland. You understand? Africa it belongs to the Africans. We not Africans, man. We Israelites. Okay. Let me get some more on this. 1 second. Verse 5. Oh, also too in that verse right there, when it's saying, blessed shall be thy cattle and thy flocks and thy sheep. Back in the day, it wasn't no blue face Hunduns. It wasn't no big face money. It wasn't no, all about the Benjamins. Your currency was your livestock. Your money and your wealth was your livestock. How many bulls and cows you had, and sheep and oxes, you know what I mean, and chickens and all that. Your livestock. That used to be your currency back in the day. All that's coming back. The American dollar is falling. You know what I mean? That's why World War III is about to happen, man. You know what I mean? Everybody gearing up and taking sides. God is going to make sure it happens so we can get our land back, so we can be blessed like he promised us, what I'm reading about right now. The brother Gabar in the chat said, Pastor Porkchop says, pay your tithes and offerings and you will be blessed. Hey, Gabar, you right, man. Them damn nasty, stinking pork chop eating pastors will tell you blessed and highly favored if you pay your tithes. So you can make him rich, man. And he can fuck your wife. That's why he wants your damn money, man. You understand? Let's get back to it, man. Let me give you some of these blessings that the Lord promised niggas in this Bible if we only kept his commandments, man. The Christian pastor ain't going to teach you this. We in the Bible. We're in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28. I'm going to break down the whole damn chapter, man. Okay? Something that the Christian pastor don't know how to do. Verse 6. We're in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 6. Blessed shall be when thou comest in, and blessed shall be when thou goest out. That's meaning what that mean right there is saying, blessed shall thou be when thou comest in. When you come in the world, you're gonna be blessed. You'll never know what it feels like to celebrate no damn Christmas, the lies of Christmas. You'll never go to no Christian church. That's a blessing, man. You'll be born into this world with both of your parents still together, and they never break up. But we got so many single parent households going on. You blessed and highly favored, and you raised in a single parent household. Explain that. That ain't blessed. Let me read this part again because this is important. Black people, check this out. Blessed shall thou be when thou comest in. And when you come into the earth, man. When you come out your mother's womb, you should be blessed when you come out your mother's womb. But a lot of us is cursed inside the damn womb. The woman is smoking weed and cigarettes while she pregnant. Niggas busting and coming all in her damn mouth. You down there in the womb, you got to eat your brothers and sisters. Salakia. Salakia. Y'all know how to look at Cardi B. Cardi B is pregnant right now. And you see her on all the TVs and all the blogs and all the social media twerking her pregnant ass in a room full of smoke, a room full of niggas, and she in there naked and pregnant. Man, that's cursed coming in, man. Blessed shall thou be when thou goest out. That means when you die. Black people, we are not blessed. Because when we die at early ages. Look at D'Angelo that just died at the age of 51 from pancreatic cancer, man. Smoking all that goddamn weed. He just died. Angie Stone. Y'all call that blessed? When you go out, most of us niggas, when we die, we don't even got insurance. We got to go get a GoFundMe. That ain't blessed, man. That ain't blessed worth a damn. You understand? Let me keep going. Verse 7. The Lord shall cause thy enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee 7 ways. The Lord saying he would bless us. So guess what? Since the white man is our enemy, the Lord would have fought for us, man, instead of letting them white people put us in slavery, man. He's telling you right here, if we would have just kept his commandments, he would have fought for us, man. It wouldn't be no middle, it wouldn't be no middle passage, aka the transatlantic slave trade. They wouldn't have been whooping whips on our back. They wouldn't be hanging us from trees, man. You know what I mean? We'll be whooping their goddamn back. They'll be our damn slaves. But because we didn't want to listen to the nigger God, he allowed these white honkies to do this to us, man, as a whooping stick on us, man. And in case you didn't know, the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Let me keep reading. Verse 8. The Lord shall command the blessings upon thee in thy storehouses, and in all thou settest thy hand unto do. And he shall bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Man, you see that? The Lord say, here, have our storehouses blessed, man. What does that mean? We'll be owning businesses, man. I ain't just talking about a hair salon, a nail salon, a damn barber shop, or a car wash. He talking about the storehouses, man. He talking about the damn big enterprises. It wouldn't be white people owning Walgreens and Walmart. You know, Walmart is named after the Waltons. It wouldn't be no fast food named McDonald's, named after the McDonald family. You wouldn't be going to Kroger's or all these different food grocery places that's named after white people. You'll be going to some stores that's named after niggers, man. And we the CEOs, you understand? God said he would bless us if we just keep his commandments, man. But you want to know why we on the bottom? Because we don't listen to the nigger God, man. We listen to Christianity. We listen to all these religions and Islam and all this garbage, man. It's time to wake up, man. Get the hell out them Christian churches, man. Let me keep reading. Verse 9. The Lord shall establish thee an holy people unto himself, as he have sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God and walk in his ways. You see that? God said we'll be a separate people, man, a holy people. The word holy means separate. He said we'll be holy unto himself, meaning since he's the nigger God, he's going to be the God of the niggers. He's going to protect us, man. He's going to fight for us. You understand? And we'll be separate from the white man and the Africans and the Arabs and the Chinese and the Hawaiians. We'll be separate from the Japanese. We'll be separate from the Egyptians, man. We'll be separate from all the other races, and we'll rule the earth, man. That's what God wants niggas to do. He don't want the earth to be ran by white people. The only reason why he gave it to them is because we don't want to keep his commandments and walk in his ways like the scriptures just said. We want to hate on each other, man. We want to shoot one another, man. You don't hate on another black, Hispanic, or a Latino or Native Indian when we got a big enemy named the white man. And all the other races is our enemies as well. The white man is our #1 goddamn enemy, man. You know what I mean? King of Judah said, but John 3:16 mean everybody they love trying to save Esau. Right. They always go to you, right, King of Judah. I'm reading in the chat. The brothers say every time they, people read the Bible or you get into some kind of heated debate, everybody want to pull that scripture, John 3:16. When if you go read John 3:16, that's two niggas talking. Christ, which is a nigger, and Nicodemus. You know what I mean? Whosoever of the Israelites. You know what I mean? For God so loved the world. The word world means age or society. Okay? The society of the Israelites. Okay? Then there's another scripture in the Bible where Christ said, be not of the world. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. It can't contradict itself like that. I'm paraphrasing. You know what I mean? If God so loved the world, he want everybody to be joined hand in hand, one in one like that. Why would he say love not the world? Neither the things that's in the world. He was telling us, don't love the white man's society. Don't love the way they live. Love this culture that the nigger God gave us. The law, statutes, and commandments is black culture, man. Believe it or not. We are righteous people, man. We didn't know nothing about no goddamn crack cocaine before the white man dumped heroin and crack cocaine and guns into our neighborhoods, man. Go look at back them old school 30 and 40 and 50 and 60 in the 60s and all that. We was singing doo-wop, you know what I mean? Singing to, walking our ladies to school and all that. Throw our jacket on the ground if it's a puddle of water right there. We wasn't talking about no eighths and 8 balls, quarters and halves and bricks. You understand? We was a righteous people, man, playing guitars and beating the drums and all that. You know what I mean? But God didn't want us to be their entertainment either. God want us to rule this goddamn planet, man. Okay, I'm going to keep reading, all right? Verse 10, we're in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 10. And all people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord, and they shall be afraid of thee. Man, white people supposed to be scared of you, nigga. The other race is supposed to be scared of you, man. But no, that's how you know we're not blessed. Let a police car get behind your black ass. You'll freeze up like a damn icicle because we scared of them, man, because we know they'll kill us, man. And the ISUPK, the only thing we fear is the Lord, man. We don't fear no goddamn white man. You want to know why? Because we ain't sinning. You ain't going to find no crack cocaine vials in our car. You ain't going to find no illegal drugs or illegal guns in our car or our homes. You want to know why? Because we fear the Lord, man. We fear God. We don't fear the white man. We fear God. And God said you can't be a filthy drug dealer. So that's how you get caught every time. God making sure your ass get caught. What you do in the dark, God bring it to the light every time. Mr. White Man, you're going to pay for everything you did. I assure you that. I assure you that. Everything you did to blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians, your white ass going to pay. Boy, I just had to get that in there. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, so we in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 11. No, I want to read verse 10 again, man, because niggas out here scared of white people, man. Let me read verse 10 again. And all people of the earth, every race, every nationality, supposed to be scared of us. Check this out. And all people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord, and they shall be afraid of thee. They wouldn't be calling, you know, they nobody scared of niggas nowadays because they, you know what I mean? They did that back in the day. The Japanese, the tribe of Ammon, he was like, man, if they sin against their Lord, we can overtake them. You know what I mean? Y'all better read this Bible. This Bible is the most accurate book on the planet, man. They know exactly who we are. Donald Trump and those popes and rabbis and all the higher ups and all that, they know exactly who the fuck we are, man. They know we the Israelites, and they know we sinning, man. You know what I mean? That's why they promoting sin in their radio stations, man, and all over social media. You can't even hardly be on Facebook nowadays without seeing a naked ass picture scrolling up your damn timeline, man. Let me go to the verse 11. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 11. And the Lord shall make thee plenteous in goods, in fruit of thy body, and in the fruit of thy cattle, in the fruit of thy ground, in the land which the Lord sware unto your fathers and to give thee. So the Lord said, I'm gonna bless your kids, I'm gonna bless your land, you know what I mean? I'm gonna bless your vegetation. But no, what do? We pick cotton, we pick strawberries and peaches and oranges. We planted the seed, we tilled the ground, we planted the seeds, we reap none of the benefits, man. The Lord said he was gonna bless us with all that if we just did his commandments and walked in his ways. Let me keep reading. Verse 12. The Lord shall open unto thee good treasure. You know what I mean? Hey, look, ain't nothing wrong with wearing gold chains and gold teeth and all that, because that is our culture. But God, he want to give us good treasure. He just said it. What's good treasure? Nigga, we own the whole goddamn gold mine. Where you find them diamonds at, we own that shit, man. We own every drop of water on the planet. We own every continent. Fuck a gold chain, man. I want the whole goddamn cave. Give me the whole, where you dug that gold up, everything you dig up, you got to get my fucking approval for it. You understand that? Yeah. All the natural resources, all the oil, we supposed to be controlling and running all that. You understand? Check this out. I'm going to read it again from the top. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 12. The Lord shall open unto thee his good treasure. Man, you see that? Our sisters ain't supposed to be going no goddamn buying no wigs from no damn Chinese people. Chinese people supposed to be buying wigs and weave from us. They supposed to be getting their nails done from our shops and all our shit, man. They supposed to be coming to buy chicken from us. But what we do, we ain't blessed. We got to go get 4 chicken wings and fried rice from a damn Chinese people in the black neighborhood, man. That's not blessed. You understand? In a neighborhood we don't even own. Let me keep reading. The heaven to give the rain unto the land in his season, and to bless all the work of thine hand. And thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow. You see that? The Lord just say the heaven to give thee rain unto the land. Nigga, we send a prayer up to the Lord and ask him to rain. He'll make it rain on our land so our crops can grow. That's how the Lord want to bless us, man. Only thing you got to do is live righteous, keep his commandments. You send a prayer up to the Lord. Just pray for some rain, and the Lord will make it rain. You ask the Lord for some sun, for the sun to come out. The Lord, you just send a prayer up and the damn sun pop out. That's how close the Lord want to be to niggas, man. But he far from us. Did you know according to the white man, you can't even collect rainwater now? You will go to jail. If you collect rainwater, your ass going to jail. And this how you know the white man is the devil. The earth is over 70% water. Why the fuck do you got a water bill? You see what I'm saying? Shit, it's because the white man is the devil. But also, too, is because God gave us this earth. Niggas. They supposed to be paying a water bill to us. That's how you know you're not blessed and highly favored. Let's go some more into these blessings. Don't worry. I'm going to get up on the curses. I'll show you the curses in a minute. Right now, we're going into the blessings. God promised us the whole earth and everything in it. The sun, the moon, the stars, everything. The grass, the trees, the fruit, the vegetables, the chickens, the cows, all your oxtails. I know y'all love them steaks. Everything. God gave that dominion to man, to black men to rule. But because we wanted to be and act like the other races of people, he took it from us and gave it to them, man. I don't know about y'all, but I want my rulership back in this earth, man. I'm tired of being on the fucking bottom. Let's keep reading, all right? Oh, look at this next part, though. And thou shalt lend unto many nations. Thou shalt not borrow. Look at us. What we need now. Student loans to go to college. Well, we got to take out a mortgage. We got to take out a loan just to, pay for this and pay for that. We got to take out a car loan, a house loan, a loan to just stay steady and not come up. God said we shouldn't be the borrowers, man. He wanted us to be the lenders. He wanted us to lend to the other nations, man. The bank's supposed to be named after niggas, man. It shouldn't be no Wells Fargo. It shouldn't be no Bank of America. It should be the Bank of Niggas. It should be the bank of goddamn Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians, man. We supposed to be ruling over these other races, man. If you black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian, you are Israelite. You God's chosen people, man. And these blessings that I'm reading right now, God promised this to our forefathers, man. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He didn't promise it to no white people or no Africans or no Arabs. He didn't promise to Ethiopians or Eritreans. He didn't promise to people from Ghana. He didn't promise it to the Nigerians. He didn't promise it to the Russians or the Germans or the French or the Italians, man. He promised it to niggas. And if you black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian, guess what? You my goddamn nigga, because we family. We the 12 lost tribes of the children of Israel. Let's read some more of these blessings. The sister said, damn right, we royalty, sis. You damn right, we royalty. We're in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 13. And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail, and shall be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath. If thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy God, which I command thee this day to observe and do them. You see that? The Lord said we was not going to be the tail. We was going to be the head, man. In these ghettos, man, we done became the tail in these ghettos, man. We supposed to be the head. We Crips and Bloods and Gangster Disciples and Nietes and MS-13 fighting each other over block that we don't even own. We supposed to be owning the whole goddamn earth. Look at all the name of these streets, naming them after white people and all that. You know what I'm saying? Naming them after token nigger slaves and all that. Martin Luther King Drive. Martin Luther King was one of the biggest slave-minded people that ever was created. He loved to kiss the white man's ass. In the ISUPK, we ain't kissing your funky ass, you white devil. Let's keep going. This verse 14. And thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day, to do to the right or to the left, to go after other gods to serve them. You see that? God didn't want us to go right or left. You know what that's talking about? He didn't want us to be a Democrat or a Republican. He didn't want us to be a Christian or a Muslim. You understand? He didn't want us to be a Buddhist or a Hindu. God wanted us to be a righteous nation of niggas to rule the fucking earth, man. Excuse my language, but guess what? Cussing ain't a sin to all you dumbass Christians out there. You understand? God wants us to, he said, don't go left, don't go right. What we out here doing? We going left to the Democrat poll. We going right to the Republican poll to vote. When it's a sin to vote. Let me tell you how I know it's a sin to vote, because it's in the Bible. God gave us a black man, a black king, the King of Kings, man, and the Lord of Lords. What in the hell you voting for somebody to rule over you for when we got a black king, when that's all you need to follow right there? It's a sin to vote, man. You understand? Let's keep reading. Verse 15. Oh, hold on. Now we about to get into the curses. So I just proved from verse 1, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1 through 14. I just proved that God wanted blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians to rule the earth. I just proved it. God wanted us to rule, even the animals. He wants to have dominion over it. He even said if we pray up to him and we keeping his commandments and we pray for rain to water our crops, he'll let the rain fall down, man. So we can have increase on our crops, on whatever we grow, whether it be cotton, whether it be sugar, whether it be vegetation. You know what I mean? But now let's go into the curses, man. This is how you know we are not blessed, okay? Because we damn sure ain't on top. We're on the bottom of society. It's a white man ruling by the name of Donald fucking Trump, man. You know what I mean? White people rule this earth, man. Now, let's go into verse 15. Now we're about to get into the curses, man. So we're in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Ooh wee. Let's go see what some of these curses is. Now, a lot of people, how y'all know y'all the Israelites? We're about to show you how we know we the Israelites. That's why I read that chapter, that 27:1, to show y'all context. Deuteronomy 27:1, to show you it was Moses talking to the children of Israel. Well, guess what, niggas? We are the children of Israel. They know who we are. White people and other races, they just been lying to us about who we really are. They've been knowing it the whole time. That's why we on the bottom. You know what I mean? If you want to keep somebody on the bottom, what in the hell are you going to tell them the truth about themselves for if their forefathers was great and used to rule the earth? You want to keep thinking they drug dealers. You want to keep them, you want to sleep. It's time to wake up if you black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian, man. You understand? Sis Karmadai, what's going on? Gabar, Kings and Queens, that's right. What's going on, Sis Karmadai? Checking in from damn Chicago out there. I see you, sis. We're going to verse 16. Oh, also, too, for everybody who's just checking into the class, the topic of the class is God said he will bless niggas if we listen and curse niggas if we don't listen. I'm breaking down the whole chapter of Deuteronomy. I just broke down the first half. Now I'm about to break down the first half. Deuteronomy 1 through 14 is talking about the blessings. From 15 through 68, we about to go through the curses, man. I'm gonna show you child support in the Bible. How you know it fits us so perfectly and nobody else. You don't hear Japanese people going around talking about that's just my baby daddy. Talking about my baby daddy, baby mama. You ain't never heard no Hawaiian say that. You ain't never heard no damn Arab say baby mama or baby daddy. It's us that say shit like that because we curse, man. All right, so let's get into it. We're in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. We cursed. We don't own any major businesses, man. I say this all the time. We picked all the damn cotton. Why the fuck we don't own Fruit of the Loom? We going in there buying Gucci, Prada, all this named after white people, man. You want to know why? Because we cursed in the city, man. And I know y'all know we cursed in the field. Who pick all your damn grapes? Who pick all your damn vegetation? We do. Who picked all your cotton? We was field niggas, man. All your sugar cane. My Jamaican brothers got the damn sugar cane, man. Who picked the damn tobacco and all the cash crops? And who farmed all the corn and the rice? We did, man. And we reaped none of the benefits. Let me keep reading. Verse 17. Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. Look at our basket, man. It seems like soon as you go in the grocery store and you throw something in your basket, your shopping cart, it's almost like it got a hole in the bottom of it. You understand? That's how quickly then here's the thing about that too. We don't even own our own grocery stores. If you go look at all the chains of grocery stores, they are all owned by white families. I want to hear some nigger names on them goddamn grocery stores. You walk in there, you see nigger managers and nigger CEOs sitting at the top. You understand? And then we'll show you how to do DEI. We'll do exactly what y'all doing to us. You understand? But no, niggas, we more righteous than you white people. You know what I mean? We know how to put you white people to work. Because guess what? According to the Bible, you're going to be our slaves any goddamn way. So we don't need no DEI program. We're going to put your white honky ass to work. And guess what? We're going to whoop your goddamn back if you get an attitude too, like y'all did us. Ain't no fun when a nigga got the gun. Let's keep reading. Verse 18. Curse shall be the fruit of thy body, and curse shall be the fruit of thy land, and the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. It's saying curse gonna be our children, man. Our children are cursed, man. Go look at all the juvenile delinquency, man. The school to prison pipeline. That's a curse, man. Soon as the baby come out the womb, he got to witness his mom and them celebrating damn Christmas. And they gonna got the nerve to sit your little black, beautiful baby ass on the lap of some old white pedophile honky calling himself Santa Claus. Curse, man. Let me keep reading. And we don't own our own land. That's why I say curse shall be thy land. We don't even own our own land. That's why you got to have a fishing license. That's a curse when you got to go ask a white man for a damn fishing license. That's a curse when you got to go ask a white man for a hunting license, man. That's a curse when you can't even collect rainwater to drink. That's a damn curse, man. You understand? Let's keep going. Verse 19. Shalom, Lord in Christ. Can you send me the link? Khan, I'll send you the link. Give me 1 second, Ayazah. Hold on, let me see. What scripture was I at? I was at verse 19. Y'all give me 1 second. Bear with me. I'm about to let my brother off up in this class. I'm glad he hit me up. Most High in Christ, Ayazah. I see you in the chat out. I'm coming to you. Hopefully it'll let me. Yep, it's let me come straight to you too. Ayazah, I'm sending you the link right now. Remember last week it was buffering a lot. This week it let me come right to you, priest. Most High in Christ. Y'all about to hear a Benjamite voice, okay? And guess what? In the New Testament, Paul, who was a Benjamite, right? Who wrote the New Testament? This brother that's about to come into this live, he from the same tribe. Okay. Bear with me, y'all. Give me 1 second. I think I sent it to you, all y'all. Yeah, I sent it to you. All right, so let's get back to it. Let's get back to it, y'all. Did you get it? Did you get the link, Ayazah? I see you in the chat. Okay. He should be popping in any time now. All right. Let me know if you got the link or if you didn't get the link. So now, we're in the book of Deuteronomy. I'm going to read verse 18 again. We're in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 18. Curse shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land, the increase of the kind and the flocks of thy sheep. We don't even have our own land no more. Look what happened to the native Indians, man. The white man stole all of North, Central, and South America from the native Indians, man. That's a curse. Look what happened to the Hispanics. You know what I mean? They got my Mexican brother speaking Spanish, man. That's the Spanish that the Mexicans and the Puerto Ricans speak. They speak in the language of white people that enslaved them, just like black people speak in the language of white people who enslaved us. Listen to the Native American Indians. They sound more white than white people. Man, we used to speak a language called Hebrew, man. You want to know why we don't speak Hebrew no more? Because we cursed, man. You understand? Let's get back to it. Verse 19. Curse shall be when thou comest in, and curse shall be when thou goest out. When we come into earth, when we come into the world out our mother's womb, man, we cursed at the gate, man. We cursed. Y'all can't see it? Curse coming into the world, man, because you're coming into a land that you enslaved in. Black people, listen, if you only knew you were a slave, you could be free. But here's the problem. We don't even know we slaves. We don't even know we still in captivity here in North, Central, and South America. We ain't never been back to our homeland, Jerusalem, man. Hold on, let me see. That's my brother right there. Let me go let him in real fast. Hold on. Ayaza. I can't hear you on mute. Oh, remember, I got the speaker off, so I can't hear nothing. I forgot all about that, Ayaza. Remember the speaker off.
Oh, Salakia.
Yeah, man, this speaker, our speaker jammed up, so I can't even hear the brother, man. Ayaza, I can't even hear you, man. I forgot I ain't had this speaker so I can hear you. Good night. That's crazy. That's crazy. But nonetheless, we're going to get back to it anyway. So we're in the book of Deuteronomy. Salakia about that, Ayaza, man, the speaker's off. So I can't hear you either way it goes. I ain't going to be able to hear you. All right, so let's get back to it. All right, so we're going to read that again, verse 19. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28. Now we're going to go to verse 20 because we still got a whole chapter to go. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing and vexation, and shall rebuke in all that thou settest thy hand to do, until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me. That don't sound like gang violence? We out here killing each other, black on black crime. The Lord said, I'm going to kill you quickly, man. Y'all remember the AIDS epidemic? You understand? Look how quick we've been dying by the hand of white people, though. Black on black violence is terrible. But when somebody from a different nation harm you or kill you, that's an act of war, man. Where's the military to fight for us? We don't have one. That's a curse, man. All nations of people on the planet got a military to fight for them, except us. Let me keep going. Verse 21. The Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee, until he have consumed thee from off the land, whither thou goest to possess it. You see that? The Lord done got made the sicknesses, COVID-19, diabetes, sugar diabetes. You understand? High cholesterol, high blood pressure, dialysis, cancer, pancreatic cancer, breast cancer. Why do you think you see so many black women wearing pink, that little pink in this month? Because breast cancer awareness. You understand? We curse, man. These scriptures is showing you how God would have blessed us. Now it's showing you the life we live in right now, which is a living hell. God prophesied it. If we didn't keep his commandments, all these things were going to happen to us, man. Verse 22. The Lord shall smite thee with a consumption, and with a fever, and with inflammation, and with the extreme burning, and with the sword, and with blasting, and with mildew, and they shall pursue thee until thou shalt perish. Y'all know what this verse 22 is describing? It's describing sexual diseases, man. STDs. It's describing STD. It's describing HIV and AIDS, man, and syphilis, and gonorrhea and chlamydia. You understand? You ever went to the bathroom and when you pee, it burned? The Lord is saying, I'm going to curse y'all with that. Okay, you want to be a whore? No sweat. Let me let you see what this burning pee feel like. Let me see what let me make sure you get an itch. You know what I mean? That only a doctor can scratch. Let me read that verse again. This is where STDs come from, man. To every nigga out there, you want to stick your dick in every hole you see? God got something for your nasty look behind, man. Sis, close your goddamn legs, man. You're royalty. Let me read why. Watch this. Verse 20. We're in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 22. And the Lord shall smite thee with a consumption, and with a fever, and with inflammation, and with extreme burning. Yeah, them vaginas burning down there, ain't it? That penis burning when you pee, ain't it? The Lord gave it to you for being a wicked whore and a whoremonger. You want to turn our daughters into whores? That's what you want to do? No sweat. The Lord will give you a STD for your wicked behavior, your lewd sexual conduct, man. God got a punishment for that, a curse for that. All right, let's keep reading. And with the sword. This is why we getting shot in our back by the police, man. And with blasting. Now we blasting each other head off. Man, y'all didn't know this Bible was that spiritual, did you? Let's keep going. And with mildew. God damn. That's what you want to know why your vagina smell like a damn swamp. You want to know why your vagina smell like toilet water with dookie in it? Because God cursed you with mildew on your vagina. You want to go out and have sex with these brothers, and these brothers out here having sex with other men, DL niggas. And then they come back and give you a damn STD. You see what I'm saying? This is God's way of telling us not to be whores and whoremongers, not to be sexual deviants. Okay? Let's keep reading. And look, watch this. And they shall pursue thee until thou perish, until you die. You're going to keep that damn herpes until you die. You're going to keep that AIDS until you die. Look at Magic Johnson. Look at all the people who died, man. You understand? Let's keep going. Yeah, the clap, like King of Judah say, the claps. That's what my mom Dukes used to call it. You keep having sex with all them little girls if you want to, you're going to come back with the clap. King of Judah, you showing your age now. I'm reading into the chat for those who don't know. I'm reading to the YouTube chat. That evil eye for your brother is undeniable. Black on black crime. Don't worry, that's coming up, Judah. Slow your horses. You right, though, but it's coming up. That's coming. All right. Verse 23. And thy heaven that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thy feet shall be iron. That's the Lord talking about prison, man. You hear that? This is how you know it's talking to us, niggas. It said, the heaven above over your head shall be brass. Think about when you sitting in that little cell, man. That little something by something cell, jail cell or prison cell. It's brass and iron in there, man. And it's also saying, one second, that you're going to be in a hard place in life, man. You're going to go through some hard times, man. Okay? And prison is we're going to find out the hard way. Okay? You're in a rock in a hard place, okay? Man, let me tell you something, man. This Bible is so poetic. You ever got in a sticky situation? That's called, black people, we know this phrase right here, hard times. Let me read this scripture right here again, all right? This book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 23. And thy heaven over thy head shall be brass. Brass is hard, man. And the earth that is under thee shall be iron. Everywhere you step, everywhere you go, you're going to go through hard times, man. You understand? Your relationship's going to be hard times, like you in a prison. When we got on them slave ships, those was hard times, man. Being up under this white man right now, under Donald Trump and this racist regime, Nazi regime, that's hard times for niggas, man. We in the last days, man. You understand that? Let's go to verse 24. The Lord shall make the rain of thy land powder and dust. You see that? Remember, he said when he bless us, we can pray to him and he'll make it rain. Now he's saying we're going to live in a damn desert, meaning all our land gonna be dried up to where we can't even produce our own food. We can't even produce our own food. And guess what? When you ain't got no land, the water, the plantation, the plants, the vegetation, guess what? The animals can't eat the vegetation, they're gonna die. And guess what happened if the animals die? We gonna die because we got to eat the animal, we got to eat the food. What the hell you think you get Chick-fil-A from? And Steak 48. The Lord said he gonna dry up everything. This is saying it's about to be a famine out here, man. A famine is a food shortage. The Bible is a spiritual book, man. And you can't come in here and just read this thing and act like you know what the hell the Lord talking about. You got to be taught, man. You want to know how I got all this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding? Because I was taught. I learned how to shut my big goddamn mouth, and I listened to the priests and prophets in the ISUPK, the men above me, teach me, man. You don't know this damn Bible, especially if you claiming Christianity, you big dummy. Let's keep going. All right. The Lord shall make the rain of thy land powder and dust. From heaven shall it come down upon thee until they be destroyed. You see that? You're gonna have to go get EBT and WIC. And they about to cut us off that. That's the earth drying up, man. The Lord ain't raining down no food and blessings on us, man, no more in our own land. We curse, man. That's why we got to go ask the white man for food and clothes and EBT. Let's keep reading. Verse 25. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thy enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them and flee 7 ways before them, and shalt be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth. That's how we got into Greece, into Rome, into America, into South America, North, Central, and South America. That's how we got into Egypt as slaves. Because the Lord made sure it happened, man. It said, the Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies, man. That's why these white people able out to kill us, man. They're not out here killing Africans. They're out here killing niggas because they know one thing that the Africans don't know. I mean, that the niggas don't know. The Africans know we the Israelites. The white man know we the Israelites. That's why they killing us, because they know we the Israelites. The niggas don't know we the Israelites. Imagine if we wake up to our true identity as the Israelites and we decide to come back to the Most High and obey him this time so the Lord can fight for us. The Lord can make us be the lenders instead of the borrowers. We own all the Macy's and all that. It just won't be named Macy's. It'd be called some nigga. You know what I mean? We'll own the goddamn NBA. It wouldn't be the National Basketball Association. It would be the nigga Basketball Association. NBA. I like the sound of that. NBA, the nigga Basketball Association. Y'all remember back in the day, we used to have a Negro League with the baseball. But we wanted to integrate with the white man. We should have kept the Negro League, man, and contended against them. And I guarantee you, none of them white teams would have beat us, man. But we wanted to join them white devils, man. Let me keep reading. Verse 26. And thy carcass shall be meat unto all the fowls of the air, and unto the beasts of the earth, and no man shall fray them away. You see that? That's poetic for saying all the nations gonna eat off us. That's why they're able to come to our neighborhood and open up Dunkin' Donuts, the East End, the people from India with the red dot, open up all the Dunkin' Donuts and all the gas stations and all the hotels. That's why Chinese and Japanese can have, sake and all the Chinese restaurants in your black neighborhood. And they just eating off you. This is why the white man can charge you a gas bill, a phone bill, a light bill, a car note, every payment. I think they're going to start charging for air. They've been eating off us, man. Verse 27. And the Lord will smite thee with the botch of Egypt and with emerods. Damn. That's the Lord saying he was going to give niggas hemorrhoids, just like he gave to them Egyptians. Instead of giving it to the Africans, he giving it to us now. Now we walking around here with hemorrhoids. Check that out. Let me keep reading. And with the scab and with the itch whereof thou canst not be healed. You see that? That's what, look, we the sickest out here, man. We the number one in all these damn STDs, man. We the sickest. Even though the other nations are way nastier than us, God is punishing us because we his children. It's almost like you got a favorite son and then your favorite son go do something that you never wanted him to do, like disobey you. You so disappointed in him. You got to punish him because you love him, so he never does it again. That's what God doing with us. We his favorite race of people on the planet. If you black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian, you are Israelite, and God loves you so much, he got to whoop your ass. That's what a good parent does when a child fuck up. Okay, let's keep reading. Verse 28. And the Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. Madness, man. Black on black crime right there. Have you ever seen prostitutes that's on drugs or brothers that's crackheads? I'm talking about our people. Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, Native Indians walking up the road talking to themselves. That's part of these curses. You ever seen talk to a woman? You ask how old she is. She be like, you're not supposed to ask a woman her age. That bitch schizophrenic. Because why the fuck I ain't supposed to ask you your age, dummy? You know what I mean? With madness, man. Look at our rap songs talking about shooting and killing each other. That's madness, man. Let's keep reading. Verse 29. And thou shalt grope at noonday, as a blind gropeth in the darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt only be oppressed. You see that? This is talking about niggas, man. And thou shalt only be oppressed. We know that word all too fucking well. I'm tired of being oppressed, man. Y'all, we better wake up, man. God ain't playing with us in these last days. He ain't been playing with us from day one. We just been taking everything as a damn joke, man. It's time to wake the hell up, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going. And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt only be oppressed and spoiled forevermore. And no man shall save thee. Why? Since we Africans, why ain't no African army ever came over here to save us? I tell you why. Because we ain't the damn Africans. We the Israelites. When they say, and spoil thee evermore, spoil, that don't mean spoil you like give you money like you do some hot chick. It's talking about spoil in this sense. Have you ever smelt some spoiled meat in your refrigerator? What do? You throw it away. He's saying he threw us away, man, to the other nations to be trampled over instead of us being over them. You ever smelt spoiled milk? Do you drink it or do you throw it to hell away? See what I'm saying? God treating us like, you want to be disobedient? Okay, a hard head gonna make a soft ass then. I'll show you better than I can tell you. Right? Verse 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. You see that? This is why black people are number one in single parent households. Because the Christian church teach our women how to be whores. They tell you can leave your man and get you another one. If he broke, you can leave him. According to the Bible, it say, thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Check that out. Our sisters then became whores and adulterous women out here, man. You understand? Man, you can't tell me that ain't talking about niggas, man. Again, look at Cardi B. She was with Offset. Now she with Stephon Diggs. Before that, she was with some other nigga on Love and Hip Hop. Matter of fact, look at Love and Hip Hop. They just doing musical chairs with each other. Every other episode, you see they playing switcheroo with their wives and husbands. That's happening in real life, man. These are curses on niggas, man, the Israelites. Let's keep reading. Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell there. And thou shalt plant a vineyard, and thou shalt not gather the grapes. Look at my Hispanic brothers, built America. They don't own none of the businesses. Look at my Hispanic brothers building all these big ass houses in 2 days. Then they go back home to 18 people living in a 1-bedroom shack. Look at the projects and the ghettos and the barrios, the Native Indians over there living in shack and huts. We built fucking America, man, and slavery. Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians built America. Look at the cribs we living in, man. When Donald Trump used to get to go home to Mar-a-Lago. Jeffrey Epstein had a damn island. Man, we cursed in this place. This is how you know we the Israelites that the Bible talking about, man. It's talking about niggas. Niggas, you are the Israelites. Now, I showed you the blessings in the beginning. Rewind the tape if you want to see what all he was going to give us. Now he's showing you the daily life you live day to day here in this hellhole called North, Central, and South America, man. Let's keep reading. Verse 31. Thy oxen shall be slain before thine eyes. That's what, remember, they killed all the buffalo from the native Indians? Till this day, that's why they call it Buffalo Hill over there. They killed over 1 million buffalo for sport. Man, the native Indians used to, that was they livestock, man, they livelihood. And the white man went and killed all their buffalo. Now they call it Buffalo Hill. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. Let's keep reading. And thou shalt not eat thereof. Thine ass shall be violently taken away from before thy face. That ass is a donkey. You know what I mean? You need your donkey to what? To till the ground, to work the ground, to work the field. Imagine that. Okay, let's keep going. And shall not restore thee. Thy sheep shall be taken unto thy enemies, and thou shalt have none to rescue them. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people. Y'all remember they sold our kids off into slavery. Soon as the woman had the baby, they'll take the baby and sell the baby off into slavery, man. And the baby will grow up on some white slave plantation, not knowing who the family was. You see that? Who else did that happen to? You can't tell me this ain't talking about niggas, man. Who else did that happen to like that? I'll keep going. And thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long. And there shall be no might in thy hand. It wasn't nothing we can do to go save our babies, man, from being ripped out of our hands and sold to other white people on other plantations. Sometimes they would just take the baby and use it as gator bait for alligators. When they go hunt for alligators, you know how you throw a worm on the end of a rod and you throw it in the water because you're fishing for fish? They use our babies as alligator bait so they can catch alligators, strip the skin off of it, and make leather boots and coats and eat the alligator meat. But our children was the bait. The alligator come up, eat the damn black baby, man, and they'll capture the alligator after it done swallowed, ate the baby, chewed the baby up whole, man. Yes, the white race is diabolical, man. All right. Still to this day, they got chairs with our skin on it when they skinned us alive. White people are cannibals, man. They ate us. They would skin us, man, and eat the meat and put our skin on shoes and old furniture. Go look. This is real history, man. That every white man, woman, and child on the planet is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. And the Bible telling us right now, it say thy enemies gonna take your babies. And it ain't no might gonna be in your hand, meaning ain't a damn thing you could do about it. Verse 33, the fruit of thy land and all thy laborers shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always. Check that out. God damn. You can't tell me this ain't us, man. Let's keep reading. Verse 34. So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see. Man, look at white people. I'm mad as hell when I look at how prosperous they is. Look at Elon Musk. I think that son of a bitch, I think he worth like $400-something billion, man. About to be well on his way to a trillionaire. I'm mad as hell and I got to sit back and watch this nothing ass white honky devil, you know what I mean, have all that goddamn money and land. Y'all ever been riding throughout countrysides and you see all kind of land out there, vast lands with cows and all that? A white man own that. I'm mad as hell when I see that, man. When I know they sitting in our seat of rulership, man. Black man, you supposed to be ruling this earth, man. Not no damn white people. It make me mad when I look at all these movies and Africans talking about they kings and all that. You ain't no damn king, man. The kings is over here in slavery, man. We the kings of the earth. If you black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian, brother, you are king of the earth. And don't you ever forget it. I'm not saying this class to belittle you. I'm letting you know that it's time to wake up and take our rightful seat as rulers in this earth again, man. And we can do it. All we got to do is come together. Black men, black women, Hispanic, Latino, and Native Indian women, all we got to do is come together, sis. Y'all are royalty. We are royalty. It's time we wake up and obey the nigger God instead of the white one in them Christian churches. Let's keep reading on, all right? We're in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 35. The Lord shall smite thee in the knees and in the legs with a sore botch that cannot be healed. Look at that, man. We out here with gout. Look at our grandmothers had to get their legs cut off in dialysis and their arms cut off in dialysis. That's what this talking about. From the sole of thy foot to the top of thy head. Look at that. Sicknesses, man. We out here dying at young, very young ages. Look at all our actors and our singers and entertainers. They all died crackheads, man. Let's keep reading. Verse 36. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thy fathers have known. And there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone. This is God telling us we was going to come over here to a nation of people we didn't never know. Our fathers didn't know no damn white people. Native Americans, they seen white people, they was like, look at this devil, man. This forked tongue, pale skin. Who the hell is that? And then we would worship their gods. Wood and stone. That wood is Christianity. That stone is Islam, being a Muslim. The two world's biggest religions, man. You understand? Talking about we Rastafarians and all that. Check this out, man. Verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment and a proverb and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. We done became a byword and a proverb. We're not called the Israelites no more. We called a byword named African American. We called a byword named Mexican, Puerto Rican, Venezuelan, Guatemalan. The white man named us all this, man. That's a byword. God called us the children of Israel, man. They call us niggers, spicks, and wetbacks. God called us princes of his sons and his daughters, a prince and a princess of him, man. But the white man called us bywords and proverbs, man. Check this out. Verse 38. Thou shalt carry much seed unto the field, and shalt gather it, but little in, for the locust shall consume it. Who is the locust that consume everything that we plant? Other nations that eat it up, man. Yeah, we till the ground, we plant the seed, but we reap none of the goddamn benefits, man. You see that? The Lord telling you, man, I'm going to allow these other nations to eat you up, man, to eat off you. Only because you want to be a hard-headed son and daughter. Only because you want to get naked and twerk your black naked ass. Every time I look at Facebook, I see nothing but ass. Nothing but ass. I'm going to tell you something, a sidebar real quick. This Saturday past, we went to the Greensboro, me and my brothers, you know what I mean, in the school. And shout out to the brothers in Fayetteville and South Carolina and in Durham, ISUPK. These schools, we all came together in solid brotherhood, UPK style. And we went to the Greensboro homecoming, A&T. Man, it was upward anywhere from 5,000 to 10,000 people out there. So, but as I'm looking around, I'm seeing the younger generation. Every young girl out there and the mothers was out there naked, literally, with damn near like a bathing suit on, something that you would wear at the beach. You know what I mean? Or in the pool or something. And that's still naked. You still can't wear that at no beach anyway. You cover up your ass. Who told you got to be naked just to swim? Shout out to the women who out there who got discretion on covering up your damn body, man. I said that to say this, man. We went to that damn homecoming and I couldn't believe my eyes, man. When I say naked, it's almost like the white manufacturers of all these stores don't even make long sleeve clothes no more. Don't make long dresses no more. Like, I don't even think they exist no more. It was absolutely disgusting, man. Verse 39, thou shalt plant vineyards and dress them, but shall neither drink of the wine nor gather the grapes, for the worm shall eat them. You know what that means? We planted all the grape seeds. We tilled the ground, but guess what? We don't own Moscato. We don't own Chardonnay. You see that? We don't own all your big wine companies. A white man do, even though we the one planted the goddamn grape seeds, harvested them, but we reap none of the benefits, man. You see that? We came up with whiskey and scotch. We made Jack Daniels. That's our recipe. A white man owns it now. You see what I'm saying? Let's keep going. Verse 40. Thou shalt have olive trees throughout all of the coast, and thou shalt not anoint thyself with oil, for thine olive oil casts his fruit. Look at that, man. Look at this olive oil right here in the ISUPK. Oh, trust me, we get anointed by priests and prophets of niggas in here. We don't go in no Christian church and have them draw no damn cross on our forehead. According to the scriptures, when you get anointed, you pour it at the top of their head. You don't goddamn take your finger and draw a goddamn idol on somebody's forehead. This used to be one of our cash crops, olives. That's why they call it the Mount of Olives in Jerusalem. Let's keep going. Verse 41. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go in captivity. You see what I'm saying? That didn't happen to white people. That didn't happen to Africans. It didn't happen to Chinese. It didn't happen to the Sudanese. It didn't happen to nobody but blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians. God's chosen people, the real Israelites. That happened to us, man. Verse 42. All thy trees and thy fruit of the land, the locusts consume. Verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. The white man done came up very high to where now he's ruling over us, and we done came down very low. God promised us that, man, for disobeying him and breaking his covenant. And the covenant was only given to our forefathers, blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians, Israelites. Everybody in that Bible was black, man. Verse 44. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend unto him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Check that out. We the first fired and the last hired. Check that out. Go look at the application. It don't say Israelite on there. It say check black, check Hispanic, check Native Indian. Bitch, we ain't neither one of them. Why we can't check Israelite? Because God, that's how you know these curses fit us like that OJ glove he put on in that trial. If it don't fit, you must have quit. Ain't that what they say? Well, this right here fit. Okay. And that's why them curses is on our ass. All right. Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God to keep his commandments and his statutes and that he commanded thee, man. Y'all see that? This right here is extra heavy, man. This is why we in the hell that we living in, man. This is why we're in the condition that we living in. Mataza, hold on. Mataza Napaf. What's going on, sis? Shalom, Lord Christ, checking in from Dallas. What's going on, sis? What's going on, princess? Yeah, man. Mataza Napaf. Let me make sure I get that right. Okay. She tried to take me to counsel for getting the name wrong. All right, so let's get back. Let's get back to it. Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Look at that's why they look at black people the way they look at black people now, man. They look at us like, man, we know y'all used to be royalty. We know y'all ruled Europe. We know y'all ruled Jerusalem. Now look at y'all, man. Selling 8 balls. Now look at y'all. Smoking Zah. We done came down to a very low state in this place. Working at a fucking McDonald's. Don't you know McDonald's is named after a white family? Working at Walmart. All these white-owned places, man, working for them. We supposed to be the rulers of this damn planet, man. Okay? Let's keep going. Verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in wanting of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Y'all remember them slave auctions where they would have us chained up and they have a yoke of iron around our necks? This wasn't that long ago. Only thing I do is look back about 50, 60 years. It wasn't that long ago we had that yoke of iron on our necks, man. This is how you know it's talking about us. Do this not fit? Do this not only fit niggas? When the yoke of iron been on people, and people love to say, well, the Irish went in slavery too. Man, fuck the Irish, man. They white people. That's white on white crime. They didn't go with no yokes of iron upon their neck. You know what I mean? Being branded. They'll take a hot cast iron, burn it to get hot as hell, and they would brand us. They'll put it on our skin. And we got the nerve to do it in these Greek sororities, fraternities now. You must be out of your goddamn mind, man. Let me keep reading. Now, who else did that happen to, though? You shall be in hunger and thirst and want for all things. We got to go to the white man for WIC and EBT. We wearing his clothes. We making Balenciaga rich. Balenciaga is white. Dolce and Gabbana, both is white. Harris Teeter. Harris family of white people. The Teeter family of white people. We got to go to them in hunger and in thirst for all things, man. And in wanting of all things, man. It's because we cursed. Right? Let's keep going. 49. And the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. We didn't understand no damn English. When we was on the west coast of Africa, and then they rounded us up and put us on them slave ships, we didn't speak no goddamn English. We didn't speak no Spanish. We didn't speak no Creole or no French. We didn't speak Portuguese. We didn't speak German or Russian. We spoke a nigger language called Hebrew. Tell me this ain't talking about us, man. Nothing about, the sister in the chat said, nothing about us here in this place is a makeup of who we really are. Man, listen, you hear it in the scriptures, sis. What you're saying is absolutely 100% correct. We over here literally living a lie. The lifestyle and the way we live in today, the holidays we celebrate, the foods we eating, we live in a lie. We weren't supposed to eat half or none of the shit we eat here in America, man. Like pork, shrimp, crab, or lobster. We ain't supposed to celebrate none of the white man's holidays. But because we do it, the Lord allowed these curses to stay on our black ass, man. Let me keep reading. Verse 50, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard a person of old, nor show a favor to the young. White people hate old niggas and young niggas. They don't give a damn what age you is. You a nigger with a hard ER. Man, look, I'm black and I'm fucking proud, man. Fuck you, white devils. Excuse my language. Let's keep going. All right. Verse 51. And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, nor wine, nor oil, or increase of thy kind, or flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee. The white man don't want us to have shit. You see what he's saying? Take away the SNAP benefits. Take away WIC. Let's shut the government down. We're going to drive up inflation. Let's starve these niggas so they can come begging and crawling to us for everything like they better than us or something. Listen, white man, you're not better than us, right? Let's keep going. Verse 52. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates until the high and the fence walls come down, wherein thou tradest, where thou trustest throughout all thy land. And he shall besiege thee in thy gates throughout all thy land, which the Lord thy God giveth thee. The white man, he sacked Jerusalem in 70 AD. That's when we stayed in Jerusalem. And back in 70 AD, go look it up. Black people ruled, and that's our homeland anyway, in Israel, Jerusalem. The white man surrounded our land, the Romans, and they sacked it, meaning they rushed it, they stole it from us. Almost like the Israeli people over there in Israel, like they doing the people in Gaza with the Palestinians. They did that to us first. So the shit that the Palestinians going through now, nigga, we been went through that. We still going through the Holocaust right now. What are you talking about? Right? Verse 53. And they shall eat the fruit of thy own body and the flesh of thy sons and thy daughters, which the Lord thy God have given thee in siege and in straitness, wherein thine enemies shall distress thee. Verse 54. Hold on, what time is it? We coming up on the time, so I'm gonna skip down all the way to our slavery in the Bible. And that's Deuteronomy 28 and 68, but I'm not going to read that yet. All right. I want to read a quick passage real quick from, it's called the Middle Passage, AKA the transatlantic slave trade. But if you want to read this article with me, type into your phones, the Middle Passage. Hold on. I'm going to give y'all the link. Give me 1 second. It's in my phone. I had it pulled up. Okay. I got to type it in again. So just type into your Google, your Google, type in the Middle Passage. And that right there, right when you type in the Middle Passage, right behind it, type in PBS, which is the source, which is a credible source. Y'all done heard of PBS before, all right? So I'm going to get straight to it, right? All right. The Middle Passage, PBS. So that's what y'all going to type in, and y'all go follow and read along with me, man. Check this out. This is the Middle Passage from PBS, which is the source. For weeks, months, sometime long as a year, they waited in dungeons of the slave factories scattered along Africa's western coast. They had already made the long, difficult journey from Africa's interior, but just barely. Out of the roughly 20 millions who were taken from their homes and sold into slavery, half didn't complete the journey from Africa coast, most of them dying along the way. And the worst was yet to come. The captives were about to embark on an infamous Middle Passage, so-called, because it was middle leg of a three-part voyage. The three-part voyage that it's talking about is the transatlantic slave trade, when they would take native Indians up to Europe, go back down from Europe to the west coast of Africa, pick niggas up, and bring us back to America. That's called the transatlantic slave trade, all right? Blacks and Hispanics and Latinos and Native Indians, we were the slaves. There were no Africans on those slave ships, not one. There were no white people on those slave ships unless they was the slave masters driving the damn ship. And let me tell you something. 99 million of us was thrown overboard just on the routes back and forth. 99 million. Taste that number for a second. 99 million. Okay? Let me keep reading. The voyage that began and ended in Europe, the first leg of the voyage carried a cargo that often included iron, cloth, brandy, firearms, and gunpowder. Upon landing on Africa's slave coast, the cargo was exchanged for Africans. It wasn't exchanged for Africans. Them Africans sold Israelites for gunpowder and for guns and gunpowder and rum. They sold us for alcohol, for some damn rum and some gunpowder. Africans did not sell Africans. Africans sold Israelites. Moses was an Israelite. Why you think he was telling Pharaoh to let his people go? Because Moses was a goddamn nigger, a Haitian. He was saying, let my niggas go to them stinking Africans, man. Let's keep reading, right? Upon landing on Africa's slave coast, the cargo was exchanged for Africans. Fully loaded with this human cargo, the ship set sail for the Americas, where the slaves were exchanged for sugar, tobacco, and some other product. The final leg brought the ship back to Europe. The African slave boarding the slave ship had no idea what lay ahead. Africans had made the Middle Passage to the plantations of the New World. We came from the west coast of Africa. They used to call this over here the New World, right? And then a white man named Amerigo Vespucci named it after him. A white slave driver, slave owner. So that's why you know we ain't African or American. So why in the hell would they call us African American? All right, I'm going to keep reading. New World did not return to their homeland. And also, too, Africa is not our homeland. Jerusalem is our homeland. When the Bible just said that the white people would surround our land and lay siege on our land, that's when we ran out of Jerusalem or Israel, which is right next door to Egypt. We ran right into Egypt because they were the same complexion as us. And what happened when we ran in their land? They enslaved us because they knew that we were not the same people as them. Same color, same complexion, but not the same people. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. They called us a kata, mean cotton picker. They made us pick cotton in Africa too. They made us build them pyramids in slavery in Africa. Then we came over here and built America. All right, let's keep going. All right, hold on one second. To their homeland, never returned to their homeland to tell what happened to those people who suddenly disappeared. Sometimes the captured Africans told the white men on the ships that they were to work in fields. But this was difficult to believe since the Africans' experience tending the crops took so little time and didn't require many hands. Man, we used to plant so much damn crops. We did it like with one hand tied behind our back. In other words, it was so easy to us. They didn't know how to do it. That's why you coined the term field nigga. That's why we was out there doing it like it's a terrible thing to be out there from sun up to sundown. But what they didn't know, we was natural born farmers. Like that was nothing to us. You see what I'm saying? But they had to go and make it worse. They had to put extreme, work and get extreme oppression out of us, man, whipping us on our backs, cutting our arms and legs off, humiliating us, raping our women and the men. They just took it too far. All right, let's keep going. To work in fields, but this was difficult to believe since the Africans' experience tending crops took so little time and did not require many hands. So what were they to believe? More than a few thought that the Europeans were cannibals. Olaudah Equiano, an African captured as a boy, he wrote later in his autobiography, "When I looked around the ships, I saw large furnaces of copper boiling, and the multitude of black people, every description chained together. Every one of their countenances expression dejection and sorrow. I no longer doubted my fate, and quite overpowered with horror and anguish, I fell motionless, and the deck and fainted. On the deck and fainted. I asked if we were not to be eaten by those white men with horrible looks, red faces, and long hair." He was explaining Esau, the Edomites, aka the so-called white men. They were eating us, man. They had big furnaces with boiling water. The ones that didn't get through overboard, the other ones they was eating. The other ones they made sure was in good shape so they could be sold and they wouldn't lose money because we were sold as cargo. Okay, check this out. The slaves were branded with hot irons and restrained with shackles. Their living quarters were often a deck within the ship that had less than 5 feet of headroom. And throughout the large portion of the deck, sleeping in shells, cut limited amount of this headroom to about 4, lacking standing room. Was at least of the area ventilation was at least. In some cases, not even enough space to breathe. Good night. Disease was prevalent. According to Equiano, the closeness of the place and the heat climate added to the number of suffocations, and they suffocated us. This produced copious perspirations, so the air soon became unfit for respiration. From the variety of loathsome smells, and brought sicknesses among the slaves, and many died. Let's keep going. Millions died. Faced with the nightmarish conditions, the voyage, and the unknown future that lay beyond, many Africans preferred to die, meaning they was jumping overboard, man. That's why in that movie, Black Panther, Killmonger, he said, man, I'd rather be at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean with my ancestors who refused to be slaves. I feel them on that. Fuck them Africans. Fuck white people, man. Y'all gonna pay for what the hell y'all done to us. But this is also proof that we the ones in Deuteronomy that this happened to. I've got a little bit more to read in this article, and then I'm gonna show you our slavery with this happening that was prophesied for this to happen to the Israelites, man. If you don't think we the Israelites, man, you got to be a fucking dummy. All right. Let's keep going. All right. Faced with nightmarish conditions, the voyage and the unknown future lay beyond. Many Africans preferred to die. But even with the choice of suicide was taken away from these persons. For the captain's point of view, his human cargo was extremely valuable and had to be kept alive, if possible, uninjured. A slave who tried to starve himself or herself was tortured. If the torture didn't work, the slave was force-fed and help of a contraption called speculum orum, which held the mouth open. Despite the captain's desire to keep as many slaves as possible alive, the Middle Passage mortality rates was high. Although it's difficult to determine how many Africans died en route to the New World, it is now believed that between 10 and 20% of those transported lost their lives. That's a goddamn lie. 99 million of us died on those routes back and forth from the west coast of Africa, from Europe to the Americas, man. 99 million was thrown overboard. So much so the sharks in the Atlantic Ocean to this day still travel that route. That's why I love the movie Titanic. Because that same Atlantic Ocean that we was being sold in, God sunk that goddamn Titanic, and all them white rich honkies died. And those was rich people that directly benefited from slavery. Their parents were slave masters who owned insurance companies and banks. All them rich ass people that was on that Titanic, the Lord sunk them in the northern Atlantic Ocean, man. Give the nigger God a hand for that. God damn it. Damn right. Yeah, feel that. That was an act of the Lord. Now, I'm going to drop that right there. Now, let me show you. I'm still in the book of Deuteronomy, right? Hold on. Now, I'm going to show you that slavery right there. That was absolutely in this Bible, man. But before I do that, I want to go up a couple verses. All right. Because I know that's Deuteronomy 28 and 68, but I want to go up a couple verses real fast. All right. Give me 1 second. All right. So now, no matter of fact, I'm going to just go straight to it. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Did y'all hear that story I just told? By one of the slaves that was on there? It was many slaves that wrote these things down too in Hebrew. You understand? And so you had a bunch of white scholars come together, and then they read the Hebrew that we was writing. One of the slaves wrote this down, man, when they made it to the New World, telling what they seen and the atrocities we went through. They got all these records in the Smithsonian museums, man. They got them in the Vatican, and all them locked up votes that got locked down under the Vatican, under these Smithsonian museums, which that's why Donald Trump want to defund them, because he know a lot of our history is in there. Those stories the Israelites was telling. We knew we were Israelites on those ships. We didn't speak a lick of English or Spanish. No black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native Indian was speaking the language of these European devils, man. White men. Okay? So we was on the belly of these ships, man. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. Now, how did black people get to North, Central, and South America or Europe? Slave ships, man. Why you think Native Indians, you got so many Native Indians up there in Canada and Australia, all up there, man? Because they was took up there on slave ships, man, from the Americas, because the white man, Christopher Columbus and Cortez and all those white devil Spaniards captured my brothers, man, captured us. Now we over here speaking their language, celebrating their white honky holidays, man. Don't you ever celebrate a white holiday no more, talking about we doing it for the kids. White holidays is generational curses to niggas. All right? Let me read this again from the top, man, because after reading that story right there, I mean, God damn. You don't think this us? This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. We ain't never seen Jerusalem again. We ain't never seen Israel, our homeland, again. We ain't never seen it. Africa is not the homeland of us because we're not Africans. The people of those lands, that continent, sold us to the white man. They sold Israelites. They didn't say Africans did not sell Africans. Africans sold Israelites. Let's keep reading. Now, again, that word Egypt, that's a word, that's a Greek word, Egyptos, which means bondage. And we all know the word bondage means slavery. That's why I say, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. I'm going to take you into slavery again with ships. You can't tell me we ain't the Israelites. You know what I mean? The topic of this class is God said he'll bless niggas if we listen and curse us if we don't. I'm just reading you the blessings. I started in the first half reading the blessings. Now I got the curses. Let's keep reading. And the Lord shall bring thee to Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. Ain't no man bought us or redeemed us. Ain't no man come over here and tried to buy us. Everybody love to say we Africans, right? Why Africans ain't never came over and say, listen, I want my people back. Here's what you don't know, dummy. The Africans know we're not their people. Hell, we was in slavery under them first for over 430 years. And we've been over here in slavery for over 400 years. You understand? All these years of captivity that we've done, the Lord is going to make white people, Africans, Arabs, them little Jewish people, they white people too. He's going to make them all pay, man. We the real Jews. According to the Bible, there's no such thing as no Jewish person. So why they call themselves Jewish? I'll help you out. They know they ain't the real Jews. They didn't go off into slavery. So what? Hitler might have burned a few of them in them ovens. They didn't damn go through what we went through. 99 million thrown overboard, killed, eaten by sharks, thrown in big ass bowls on the ship with boiling water, and the white man was eating us, rotisserie in us and shit, eating us, cannibalism. Africans did the same thing to us, man. Africans are cannibals too. I don't even got to tell you about the Chinese. Chinese will eat any goddamn thing. You understand? Listen, man, let me tell you something, man. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. If you don't look at these blessings and the curses out of today's class, listen, something is seriously wrong with you. And I understand oppression. Oppression does that to people, man. I'm gonna read one more scripture and we're gonna get up out of here, man. I want to read this scripture right here because it's very important. One second. This is one of my favorite scriptures. Because I told you that God created the earth for black people to rule over it. You know what I mean? To rule over it. We supposed to be ruling every continent. And that time has come. The kingdom of heaven, that's how it's going to be. It's going to be right here on earth, but it's going to be ruled by black, Hispanic, Latino, and Native Indian people, a.k.a. the real biblical Hebrew Israelites. Okay? Now watch this. Now, this is why we don't rule the earth no more. This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. That's why. The key word in that scripture right there is given. God took the rulership he gave to us and gave it to the wicked. That's why the white man ruled the earth. I'll read it again. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Who you pay all your bills to? White men. So if the earth was given to them, and they rule the earth, they must be the wicked. That's the only reason why I say given. He had to take it and give it to him. Take it from us, the Israelites, his favorite people. And he only took it for us because of our disobedience to not keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments, man. God said he'll bless niggas if we listen and curse us if we don't. And with that, we're going to go ahead and clip up the class, man. Clap it up. I want to give a big shout out to everybody that was typing into the chat, man. King of Judah. I don't know how to say your name, sis. Yahali, you know what I mean? Big up to her. The brother Gabar, Matazanapah, my brother Makawa was in the class. Everybody who tapped into the class, man, I want to say big up yourself, my brother Ayaza. You know what I mean? Everybody, I hope y'all like and share this class. Please rewind this tape and watch this video. Watch this class from the beginning, man. It's a very heavy class and topic, man. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I'm going to read this comment real quick. The brother king of Judah said, but Esau got to go back into chains. Revelations 13:10 says so. The so-called Christian skips over Obadiah. You're right. You're right. The Christian church do skip over that. But listen, but still, this is the most important part that they skip over. They don't know that we are the Israelites. According to the Bible, you must be taught, you must be retaught. You know what I mean? You must be taught like a newborn baby. And a newborn baby can't eat no steak. So I don't even know why they're trying to break a breakdown down anyway. You need to know the basics of the Bible. You need to know blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians, all the children of Israel, first and foremost. That's the only way you're going to understand this Bible. Then you're going to understand Christ himself was an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. And we know that no Israelites are white or African. You see what I'm saying? Because we were scattered into all four corners of the earth because of the Middle Passage or the transatlantic slave trade, or how we were scattered, or the sub-Saharan slave trade with the Arabs. You see? We wouldn't know. We that's why we think we Africans. The white man names us that because the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. Okay? So now I'm going to read out the class announcements. Give me 1 second, everybody. All right. Slide over a little bit. There we go. All right. ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come into the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They ought to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. We have, hold on, what's today's date? Give me 1 second. So we already closed the Feast of Tabernacles. Give me 1 second. I got to go over here and look at the next high holy day. As a matter of fact, I got it on my phone right here. The next high holy day, I'm going to give it to y'all real quick. Give me 1 second. Salakia. Oh, there we go right there. I got my high holy days. Okay, so the next high holy day will be the Feast of Dedication, Hanukkah. All right. So hold on 1 second. Yeah, that's the next one. Because we just closed up the Feast of Tabernacles. So the next high holy day will be the Feast of Dedication, which is Hanukkah. That's going to go down Sunday, the 14th of December, 2025, for an 8-day space. That's when we light up the menorah right here, man. This is the menorah. We light up the candles, man, and we commemorate. You know what I mean? When the Greeks came and stole our temple, you know what I mean? They defiled our temple, and we took our shit back. You know what I mean? Black people, we took it back from them. You know what I mean? And kicked them the hell out of there. The Greeks is white people, man. The white people always been our enemies throughout history, man. So we celebrate black history. So that'll be Hanukkah, the Feast of Dedication. All right. That's the next high holy day. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, Amijam, which means stand. Wapan Yah HaKodam, which means turn and face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Then we're going to say the Lord's Prayer in English. This is the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwatka, Taba'ai, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Lathananawa, Lakam, Kau, Yawam, Wasalatnawa, Kabawatnawa, Kasalatnawa, Kabawatinawa, Wala'ai, Tabayanawa, Banasaya 1, Abal, Hawashanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, wa tapara, wa iwalamyam, aman. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the brothers, to the teacher. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Barak Atham, Yajamatah, which means hands down. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to our sisters. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shemar Alatah Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Yajamatah. What we just said, we asked the Lord to bless the brothers, and we ask the Lord to protect and watch over our sisters in the name of our black King Christ. We said it in Hebrew, so the Lord can hear our prayers, man. And with that, class dismissed. Also, too, I want y'all to remember, man, tune in tomorrow. We got free classes every day of the week. All right, you know what I mean? From 7 to 9 p.m. Some brothers might come in here and teach the class a little bit early, maybe 30 minutes or an hour early. You know what I mean? Just stay tuned. On Facebook, you can find us at ISUPK Charlotte. On YouTube, you can find us at ISUPK the 704. If you look at the bottom of our screen, our school address is right there. If you want to donate to our school or pay your tithes, go to isupk.com or isupk.org. To every Black, Hispanic, Latino, Native Indian that's in the world, man, I want to say shalom.